genre of rap and they try to discredit it or make it bigger than what it is. And I listen to a lot of the artists, and one thing I can't say is Future has than what it is. And I listen to a lot of the artists, and one thing I can't say is Future has. Comes off as pain. It comes straight off as pain. And now I'm gonna let y'all watch me balance the pain. And we all on edge watching it.
$1 trillion nigga couldn't sign me. She popping up on the wrong side. I'm trying some chill shit today, chat. I feel fucked up right now. This one of them days where it be like, you just sit back, that's some real shit, like. Mm. Out in Texas. That boy good. feel like niggas don't be talking about real shit no more, Chuck. The food fucked up, the water fucked up, the air fucked up. What we talking about? That's why I'm fucked up. That shit get tired of that shit get tired of talking about the little Matrix shit all the time. That shit be like, yeah, that's cool, but you feel me? Niggas gotta be talking real shit too. I feel like we just need to make a community of motherfuckers who just really talking real shit, some unified shit. There's too much division tactics when it comes to money, social class and shit, politics. Like, that shit really be lame as fuck. Niggas that go for anything, like they'll stand up for nothing and go for anything. And that's how you had shit happening now. Like, where they could just tamper with anything, fuck with anything. They fuck with everybody, fuck with every little groups, organizations. I'm gonna start to think niggas AI around this bitch.
Oh, shit, the old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. So Alabama's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he takes this from inside the 5.
You better hope you loyal. You better hope you niggas ain't hunting for you.
Today. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, and the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. That is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental assignment errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. If they can do that today, it's going to be a long one for this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Dewey and saying to throw. Complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same...
Picked off!
Is she lit?
Drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I'm finna turn the music off, bro.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, set your offense up in great position, and building some momentum. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
We need the heaters on us.
So Alabama's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Keelan Russell. He is a weapon on offense. That is why he was so highly touted in recruiting, and they've handed him the keys to this offensive engine. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Say it. Flips it out on the screen. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to throw, it's Saying. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he's dragged down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing Russell. He's going to let it go.
Oh.
And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Bring in the heat. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out.
This is elite play calling, chat. Come on.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really
fucking
good
goodness,
offense.
bro.
Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same,
I think
right?
I'm doing
Continue to do what you're
bro.
doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Too fucking long today, bro. I done kicked this bitch all out of line.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right
I
at
already
the
know what they finna
20-yard
do. They
line.
down
Good
2
coverage
scores.
there.
They finna try to throw this motherfucker in the game
Buckeyes
like
roll
shit.
that offense back out there. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense. A big part of
He
why
threw it
you're
away.
losing the game right now. I take it into half. halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. They make the play, force a fourth down, but they are out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Well, they finally stopped him,
Williams
but
not
he
returning
found
the
some
kicks,
running
bro.
room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Tide ready to roll on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Makes the catch, and he's free.
I hope y'all know this ain't no real player in Bama either, so
The
I don't know
10.
who the fuck this is.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
See, it's the same shit.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
All it take is Ohio State. Shit, 2 plays, they back in the game.
The run inside. It's Jackson.
You see what I'm saying?
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room.
Motherfuckers get to do
We've
any
got a
elite shit out the
timeout
blue,
in the
man.
waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Sayin to throw.
Oh, yeah, Smith.
Pressure's
Every
there, and he
time, bro.
lets it go.
Well, if this offense is going to win this
What I
game,
noticed, you
and down the
cover up
road, if
Jeremiah
they're going to
Smith,
reach the
bro,
college football
they
playoff
throwing
and
that
hope to win a
motherfucker out of
national
bounds.
championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Under fire. On the move and looking deep.
Nobody
the pass
picked
falls
that?
incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tulsa taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Golden Hurricane coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You know, Michigan State know they did wrong, go down to Texas to get their ass whooped like that.
Now back over to your game in Columbus. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Run this shit all night, check over, grab y'all blanket, get you something to eat. This shit just getting started, man. Camera on the way, 1v1s on the way. Everything, the whole 9. Stay tuned, man, please, man, please. Nigga be... Motherfucker be dagging viewers, man.
The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5.
Me? Oh, come here. Come here.
He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Just couldn't quite shake free. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I did speak with the Alabama head coach at halftime. He told me that he is probably going to stick with this young player. Although they are leading right now, he is concerned about the play of this young star. He said, I've got to see a more consistent performance for him here in the second half, but they are going to give him that opportunity to right the ship. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Runs through the tackle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Grabbed in the middle.
How do I change that?
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what...
He'll off one deep
down the
NFL
corner out
side.
that bitch, coach.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama!
They're going to press Ryan one-on-one, no safety over top.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. There he goes.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's not going to get there. The defense with sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Maybe some room here. Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And with the point, the lead is even bigger. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. They're going to ride this running back. He breaks a tackle, and he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll give it to the back. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the #1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff. After that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always
I need y'all to stay not watching right quick, chat. Boy, I know these boys ain't just
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Go, Holly.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Oregon's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here's the pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Offense in an empty set. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell hauls it in. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down to the 37. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. On a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Russell. A little screen to the running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Again, it's Russell. Gets it to him on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They go play action with Russell. Bought a little time.
Oh, my fucking goodness.
Picked off. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far.
Damn, I got a rebound. I got super.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Floats it out in space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Dante Moore.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. More to the air again. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, my God. Tay. Tay, you got
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's open on the right. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keelan Russell. That's caught. It's Jenkins. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final time.
Bro, that shit was finna be wide the fuck open. Oh my goodness, dog.
And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's reeled in. It's Jenkins. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Fighting off the defender. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Texas State Bobcats taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Bobcats sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
No way Texas just
they
lost to
finally
Texas
break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. The numbers sometimes can be telling, but I'm not sure how to view these stats and get a great read on the game so far. I do know this. The team that does a better job of taking care of the ball in the second half has the best chance of coming out on top.
That's something that we usually do right there.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll open the second half on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense doing its job again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing a 3rd down situation, likely to be a pass. Both defenses have played really good football games so far.
Running inside, it's Davison. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Under fire. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's 4. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. On the run, it's Hill. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Defense, defense, defense. No one is giving an inch, and the stats bear that out after 3. Crimson Tide now has it on second down as we open the final period. He's got him. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Russell from the gun on third down.
Oh, yeah, man.
And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Moore fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. He's got him this time. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Moore to the air. The screen, he can go. Push down for the tackle. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, I knew he was throwing that shit, but that was my pick.
Job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Again, it's Moore. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
We got to keep everything underneath. We got to work for this shit, man.
Run inside. It's Hill. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Ducks are in the hurry up. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Fourth down, Moore. Quickly to the tight end. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football.
Makes the grab in their space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Using his legs, it's Hill. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of
This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Florida has been through the gauntlet of coaches lately, trying to find some stability. They have a new opportunity here with a young up-and-coming coach in John Summerall. He has been a proven winner at all of the stops. Now he has an opportunity to turn the Gators around and bring them back to relevance in the SEC. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And we get a look at Ryan Williams. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Russell. Makes the grab. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Might be changing the route. Snags it and he's open. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. Inside the 10. All the way. Touchdown Tide. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Florida's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes a workhorse in this offense, Jaden Ball. 100-yard rushing day, scored a touchdown in their victory last time out. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First and 10. Here's a give the ball. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it to the right side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Alabama pushing the tempo. Making side adjustments here. Russell on play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready.
Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The play-action fake. Makes a catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing Russell. Pocket breaking down. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Russell. A little release to the back. Turning it on. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Russell. Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They go play action with Russell. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Russell quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's South Carolina able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Ball again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got his man. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
They boot it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for space, it's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down after working his way. Those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They feed him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. From the gun, the running back has it. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Russell. Going long. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first.
Caught, and he's got room. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Run in the red zone. It's Hill. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Russell fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
The Gators headed quickly to the line.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Showing off the arms. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They only need about the length of the football to convert on second down.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
On the move, it's Hill. Finding some room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Handoff for ball. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams, and these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Red Raiders offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And it will be Will Hammond at the controls. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing. Running inside, it's Nicky. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking downfield is Hammond. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Hey, guys, we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle. Getting in the backfield, creating the negative play, kind of dictating to this offense. The defense strikes first in this big-time matchup.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Keelan Russell. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Dropping back, it's Russell. It's complete to the left. There he goes. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Run in the red zone, it's Hill. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The run inside. It's Dickey. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. It's Carter. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Simmons. Timeout called by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to the ground game on the left. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Hard running there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Russell on play action. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing Russell. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. First up, a look at Michigan in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Wolverines who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year.
And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
Going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Snagged out of the air. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Now here's Russell. Zings it complete to the right. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Russell makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Hill. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. Could be an alley. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown time.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Hammond. Complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Looking deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Gets away from one. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Well, this guy's going to need an ice bath based on how he's run the football now these last 2 games, David. Back-to-back top 25 wins, in large part because of the way he's running the football. He has been physical, and it's incredible to watch him against really good defenses wear them down. He just seems to get better as the game goes on. This guy has just been a monster in recent games.
Hey, he's been an absolute monster. And I think when you're watching this team and you watch him the last 2 weeks against quality opponents and to be this physical, man, this bodes well for this team moving forward. Like, how are you not going to depend on this team or call this team one of the best teams in college football? Back-to-back weeks, physicality. You can't stop me. You know what I'm doing. We're going to run the football, but we do it at such a level, we're still going to beat you.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Flips it out to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense changing the play. They go play action with Russell. He'll throw it. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected.
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop. They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Alabama's offense will get the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any...
Makes the grab and room to run. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the...
Turning it on. Still making the... He smashes his way through again. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. He wants to change this route. Russell on play action. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for the edge, it's Alexander. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Got enough for the first. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for room, it's Alexander. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to pass, it's Carter. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, you just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Connor. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 14 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Razorbacks with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air, it's Carter. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sherrill. Open space at the 25. Turning on the Jets. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Commodores. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Keelan Russell finds his man. It's Hill. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Hill. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Quarterback may change this route. Run the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Russell will throw for it on 4th. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. This offense has it with really good field position. On the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. He's got an open man. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Running inside, it's Alexander. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Got his man. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds after 27 as this offense tries to get something going. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
They're working that left side. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. It's complete to the right. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Objective one, get the first down, stop the clock. Nice job. Now get up to the line quickly. Try to save a timeout if we can.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Dropping back, it's Russell. He's got him in the flat. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Yeah, and that was the big part. You got to get the first down, get that new set of downs, stop the clock. Listen, we're still trailing. We still got to be in a hurry, but the number one priority was getting that first down.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Russell swings it out to the flat. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Up and good. And they will play on in overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking for a gap. It's Hill. To the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Going to the run. It's Hill. Touchdown, Bama! And they're on top here in overtime. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. And run inside. It's Alexander. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. 3rd and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Takes a handoff. It's Hill. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. We'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to run, it's Hill. Got some room, headed to the goal line. That'll do it. A double overtime touchdown to walk it off.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Kentucky Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So Alabama's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes Daniel Hill. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Keelan Russell. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Alabama pushing the tempo. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Makes a man miss. Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did. Setting